I am going towards the Tour of Anchorage Trail, or as they also just call it, the Tour Trail. I'm currently on Campbell Creek Greenbelt, and up here is the turnoff from the Greenbelt to the beginning of the Tour Trail. As you can see, all the snow is melting. So I don't know the conditions of the trail. If it's too muddy, I'm probably gonna have to turn around because I don't want to tear it up. Yeah, so here's the start to the Tour of Anchorage Trail. And trail's very easy. There are a few climbs that take a little bit of leg work, but it's pretty easy. There's nothing super difficult on it. If you're anywhere from spring to fall, be on high bear alert. Keep your bear spray handy. Since I've lived in Alaska, the only time I've come in contact with a grizzly bear in the wild was out here. Other than that, there's been a bunch of black bears. Okay, it's melting, but it's still pretty gravelly. Farther down, there's a chance it might get muddy. And this is also a multi-use trail. Two-way, two directions. You get a lot of hikers, joggers, dog walkers, skiers when there's enough snow. So, you know, if you're on a bike, it's not really good to just go blasting through here at high speed. But this should at least give you an idea of what kind of a ride it is. I'm probably going to edit a lot of this out, or else it would be, I don't know, not super exciting video. Thought I heard something off there in the woods. I do know the bears have been spotted already. They're just waking up and they're all probably hangry, which isn't really a good state of being for you to have a bear encounter in. So I keep my eyes and ears peeled, and nose. Well, usually if you can smell a bear, you're way too close. It is really icy, which I guess is good because it's not mud. Right here is the turnoff for Blue Dot. This time of year, Blue Dot would, well, probably is rideable. I wouldn't recommend it. It'd just be annoying. It'd just be having to lumber over roots the entire way, which might be fun to some people. For me, I like little sections of that, but not the entire way. This bridge up here is where I had that grizzly bear encounter. So, you know, as people do, in my mind, this is where all the bears are. Because I had one encounter here, and means they're all hanging out right here. It's probably not true. I think they're everywhere out here. I think, you know, I'm probably gonna get this wrong, but I think this is called the Tour of Anchorage Trail, not because it is a tour of Anchorage. I think there was a race called the Tour of Anchorage. You know, like Tour de France. Up here you have the turnoff. If you go left, it's Salmon Run. There's just a little spur from the Tour Trail. And if you go right, it's called Moose Track, which is kind of a fun trail. You see a lot of hikers there, so be careful if you're on a bike. And through the forest up here is the BLM office, if you're following on a map. And the Campbell Creek Science Center is in there too. I don't really know what that is. The name sounds cool. Coming up here is Smoke Jumper Trailhead. No, sorry. Campbell Airstrip Trailhead. You can see it crosses a mushing trail, which is right here. Not to worry about it this time of year, but in the winter, you really need to watch out for dog sleds. Yeah, if you see Campbell Airstrip Trailhead on the map, it's off to the left across this bridge. There's the parking lot. It's another way to get here if you want to park there. I rode here from my house. Off to the left is Rover's Run. You see that sign? Which I heed that sign this time of year anyway, even though it's not Salmon Run. Just heard too many stories of bear encounters there. If you're okay waiting until the bears go to sleep or braving bear encounters, that trail connects to the hillside trails, which are some of my favorites in town. I shouldn't say to completely avoid it during bear season, but I wouldn't recommend doing it if you're by yourself like I am today. It's like one of the places the bears hang out right after they wake up. And to my right is Fox Run. I have a video on that. But I'm going to keep going and just do the rest of the tour trail. I really like the way this birch forest looks when they don't have leaves yet. It's pretty cool. Also surprised that there's still this much ice, which I guess for what I'm doing, it's kind of nice. I don't recommend riding on this kind of ice if you don't have studded tires. That'd be next to impossible. Well, I don't know, somebody might be able to do it, but I definitely recommend studded tires in these conditions. It's actually probably easier to ride on than it is to walk on right now. This is an intersection to where you can go on. It's called Moose Meadow if you turn left. Moose Meadow connects to Rover's Run and can then go to Hillside. Again, that's getting into some heavy bear territory. I mean, bearatory. Up here, there's a little split. People don't really heed it, but you're supposed to stick to the right. This is one of the few punchy climbs on this route. That I've never done it when it's this icy, so let's see. It's pretty steep. Not very long though. I can see people's spin out tracks everywhere. Yeah, it's pretty slippery. Okay. Yeah, I do watch for people coming down, even though you're not really supposed to. Going down, you're supposed to go on the other side, but that sign's not super obvious, so I kind of watch out. There's a fun little downhill here. You have to watch for people coming up. You don't have to go this fast. It's fun too. Really watch for people coming up if you do. And it's still a little icy. Kind of like a bobsled course. That adds a little brisk breeze. Oh, slow down when there are people too, like this. I'm on your left. You have a good one? And you turn right. If you turn right, the loop's kind of back to where we came. So, if you're sticking to the tour trail, you turn left. Okay, this sign's a little confusing. Turn left to stay on the tour trail. Even though that sign says Homestead Trail, turn left. If you go straight, it doesn't go very much farther, and you end up at Abbott Loop Community Park. If you really read that sign carefully, there's tiny little letters that say this is still the way to go to the tour trail. I follow the signs that say Service High School. That's more or less where the tour trail ends. And this is another fairly steep climb. This is probably the longest climb on the tour trail. Well, provided you're going this direction. As you can see, I'm still climbing. Been climbing for a while. Up to the left here, if you turn left, that's the entrance to Speedway, which I don't like Speedway in the summer. Again, there's too many routes. It's definitely more fun in the winter. I've done it in the summer. You just have to be okay with going slow and hopping over roots the whole time. Which is funny because it's called Speedway. In the winter, when the roots get all covered in snow and it gets packed down, you can go pretty fast in there. Here is the entrance to Baseball Boogie. Right there, those roots. It's really fun in there. Like really fun. But, oh yeah, I think left is Mystery Machine in there. All trails that I don't really know if are too accessible when there's not much snowpack. I was gonna say was, I don't know if I've actually ever ridden all of Baseball Boogie. I always end up on some other trail. There are a few trail intersections there that aren't really clearly marked, but they're all really fun and they all go to the same place. And this confused me the first time I rode on this. We're crossing a cross-country ski trail. So go straight. Again, it's labeled as Homestead Trail. I think that's just because Tour of Anchorage Trail is a route of a bunch of connecting trails. So this little segment is called Homestead Trail. But again, follow all the signs for Service High School. And if you see the Nordic Ski Association's logo, that means it's a cross-country ski trail. Their logo is a bear on skis. It's like this. This is another cross-country ski trail intersection. So go straight. If we turn left, that connects to that new Service single track jump line. That is very fun, both the winter and the summer. I wouldn't do it today because of how icy it is, but here you have it. Here's Service High School. And this is the end of the Tour of Anchorage Trail.